Ooh.
Boo. How's it going?
Oh. Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Good. Can I show you something real quick?
Of course, of course. What would you like to show me?
Well, look at Discord real quick.
Looking.
When you tweeted about this book,
Uh-huh.
I've remembered that it existed, and I
Yeah.
started reading it. And it's very good. And because of that, I've also been doing. I've pretty much been almost in the sense like kind of like annotating it in a way. So like, I have like fucking pages of fucking notes on this bitch.
Nice, nice.
It is a good ass book.
It is a good book.
It is kind of crazy how insanely accurate his shit is.
Accurate and underrated, of course. Anyway,
Like, holy.
let's go ahead and get started. I kind of know more about you than I normally do, so I'm just going to look at, normally do for most people. I'm just going to go ahead and look at playtime, progress, that sort of thing. What was our
Your
goal again?
goal, so from at least what I have open in my Notion from last time, is I had a lot of positioning and map control stuff I had to work on, especially with like when it came to just focusing on the bare essentials with Jett and Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
So like not moving while opping, making sure that if my teammates are like,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what my teammates are doing, whether we're scaling, whether we're um what was it? Making sure we're just doing normal like splits and takes, don't do anything super complicated,
Mm-hmm.
paying attention to like match timers, um
Mm-hmm.
and also asserting more dominance with opping, so like having like an aggressive stance with your op like earlier in the game, then maybe switching to passive opping later.
Okay.
Do, 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 do.
How's opping
Yeah,
treating
when
you?
understand when I should be creating space versus when I should be scaling up. Don't give up free ground if I have op or if I have dash, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Okay. All right.
And like some smaller things here and there.
Fair enough.
Right now, what I note from at least from what I've gone over from my own vods this past week so far, at least from my games in the last couple of days, um, I have a I don't know why I've had multiple instances where it's let's say I was playing on Fracture, right, and there's a KJ that's consistently sitting in tower, and I'm will just engage the tower KJ in a few different ways, but still not in a sense like remember, oh, there's just a KJ in there. Maybe I shouldn't just like W key myself
Yeah.
into tower every single round.
So
So
it's
I've
like
had some,
discipline.
yeah, exactly. Just like remembering, like, let's like intake a little bit more information from how exactly we died the round last or the round before last round,
Okay.
to make sure that we don't do the same thing again. And then, uh, I'm trying to think. There was one more thing, but we'll probably get to it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, it seems to me like you kind of know what you're working on. So I guess I mean I'll watch your VOD and we'll kind of see what's going on.
Okay.
But I mean if you know what you're working on, I think the biggest thing that I would mention is just like consistency of playtime. Like that's always been a thing with me, right? It's
Right.
like make sure you're trying to play as consistently as possible and get your games in. But other than that, I mean it seems like you're making solid progress. Your win rate's good. You're Ascendant 3 with banger stats, right? Your stats don't look that bad. Um, Seems like you're still following the ways of the op, which is fine. Um, I think the biggest thing with the op is that like it's really good, but I also think one thing I will say that a lot of people
Mhm.
struggle with is knowing that like you don't have to force the op into your hands like
Right.
all the time. It's always something that I always remember is like once people figure out how to save for an op and like use an op, it's like put an op in your hands when you have the option to. Anyways, let's get started. Seems like you're put into 1v2, and it doesn't seem like they know you're out. Oh, unlucky. The only thing I can really say is like before this kind of happens, and I still hate Twitch VODs for this. God, fucking 10-second skips can suck my dick. Um,
I'll upload them. I'll upload them to YouTube from now on if it's
that's
if
all
it's better.
good. I mean, yeah, it is better, but it's all good. I think the biggest thing there is just like just prep your dash beforehand. If you whiff, like you still have your out. right? It's like
Right.
you had your dash in hand. It's like you might as well prep it before you're about to peek them, and especially when you know where both of them are in that general direction. So other than that,
Right.
I mean, I'm fine with you going sheriff pistol around. That's like perfectly fine.
Get the lead and then lose it.
Okay, so they're coming down short. I think a big thing that you need to understand is like, I mean, if you're gonna go no upgraded weapon at all, like that's fine. Like I'm fine with you going classic, but a lot of times like buying that shorty or buying that like sheriff will just give you that win con. Now sheriff's really expensive, right? Because it's
Right.
like you're going from the ability to have 4150 credits next round to the ability to have like, you know, 3300 or 3400. So it's like it's a little bit
Yeah,
risky,
it's more of a gamble.
but at the same time, like a shorty's 150 credits and it's a tilting weapon, so it's like I always buy it. So
Okay.
just something to increase your probability of killing somebody, and if you're not going to, then like set up some sort of trap play, right? So you notice how you and your teammate kind of split up. It's like, well,
Right.
I mean, on a an anti-eco, you might as well just stick with them and just like cross and like play in a corner or something, or like double up shorts or something. Oh shit, I'm streaming to my Discord kit and I have to turn off hardware acceleration.
Ugh.
But yeah, I mean the basic concept of like hey, we have worse guns, we have worse things, we have a low probability of winning this round, we might as well stick together in like bunches, or
Right.
be doing something specific to give us like a win con. But you just taking a duel with somebody with a Spectre when you have a classic isn't a win condition. This is just like, oh, I'm taking like a 20% chance fight and hoping that my 20% pays off, right?
Yep.
It's like there's no way
Yep.
for you to win the round, so.
I got you. Okay.
What the hell? Okay.
The MILF hunter mode.
So we go B this round. I don't know if this was like because one of your teammates asked to go A or something along those lines. Or maybe you just like had a prediction and you're like, okay, I think they're going mid. But a little interesting change of pace. So I want to put into perspective the fight like you are kind of in a way trying to tell me you want to take right now is like when you take this fight like from here to here, it's like the value in the fight isn't very high. I'm not saying you can't take it ever, but it's kind of like a fight like this. It's kind of like a fight from like here to here without an op, right? It's like
Right.
if you were the same character, if the same character peeked you into you peeking them, this fight just is like bad for you as a person. It's not
Okay.
because of the angle, it's not because of anything else. I mean, maybe the angles are good, maybe the angles are bad, doesn't really matter. The objective, what I'm trying to say, is that like if you die here, it's a lot more harmful to you winning / losing the round than it is for him dying here. Because it creates
It's a lot more
pressure.
costly for the control
Yeah,
that we have on the map.
it's
Okay.
kind of like the control you have on the map, right? It's like you're on defense, so one going down numbers really isn't good, but also it forces rotations or shifts or something. It forces somebody on this side or this side of the map to go ahead and start trying to make a play, right?
Yep.
It's like the risk versus reward in the fight just really typically isn't worth it. And it's kind of the same thing with Haven, where it's like if you were fighting mid, it's like, well, I mean, the risk versus reward really just like isn't worth it most of the time. If you're just like sitting here like peeking into window, and now if you were walking down mid, at least you're getting map control from it. If like worst case scenario, especially if you walk down mid with somebody like holding you, then it's like, and you're working with a teammate, right? So it's a little bit different story. But if you're just like dry peeking mid, it's typically not worth it. It's kind of the same thing as taking a fight from like here to, is it here to here, right? It just
Yep.
doesn't make sense for you to really peek into grass when you could just take the fight from here to here, right? And not have to expose yourself and like
Yeah,
leave
wait for
this
them to
area.
come in. Okay.
Yeah. Like if you were to walk down mid here, it would have been fine. But also they're like eco weapons, so I wouldn't have wanted to see you walk down mid here anyway. So
Okay.
so I would rather just see you stay A, honestly.
Sure.
I guess that's the consensus.
Smokes B.
At this point, just fucking get in it, yeah.
I'm short still.
Running up short.
Be careful of your gun peeking out here, bro. That's what I'd be worried about.
I've tried to work on like making sure I don't do that because I've died a ton last week just to that because I didn't realize how far out my gun was.
You're good.
Jett. Backside. 120.
One enemy remaining. How do I whiff? I don't even know.
Oh my god, we're whiffing. We're whiffing, but it's all good.
Yeah.
I don't mind you peeking there. I mean, it's just like whatever. You could argue that like, oh, your teammate has a flank and that there's no point to, right? But it's like fine. I'm honestly fine with it. I don't really care too much.
Okay, I didn't even hear that.
Going to the next round. I think a big thing here is like if you want to push up, just have like your fade throw like an eye. She's kind of been throwing this eye somewhat, right? So I think she's done it
Sorta,
once.
yeah.
So just have her throw this eye again. Hey, fade, can you throw IA? I'm gonna push up and you can like fast rotate. There you go. You
Oh,
communicated
that
with your
was
team.
literally that was legit the other thing you just made me remember is that I still currently suck at just asking my teammates to do stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard, but you'll get used to it, right? It's like okay,
Shoulder too.
because like if you would have asked, like think about this, if you would have asked your teammate to do this, right?
Right.
Now it's like whatever, and then all of a sudden contacts made C. I would just start like fast running, like just your teammates down mid, you're up here, they made contact C. That means like where could these people really be? There's like two locations, right? They could be in fucking spawn or they could be in this general vicinity, right?
Yep.
So just smoke off trip wherever trip is and just run it, right? And like play that fast flank angle, and or you can just go into garage and play like try to refight with your teammate. But yeah,
Sure.
you're just like you're taking this too slow when you know where they're making contact, and this team. So this is something you also have to start recognizing, right? Every single round when you go into a round, what is the pace of which the enemy team is playing at? They are playing at a fast-paced, me want to hit style, right? That's the
Right.
pace of play they're playing at. And since they're playing at that pace, like don't be afraid to just run it down, right? It's like okay, this is the pace they're playing at. I'm gonna play at their pace then, and run it down behind them. Because then if they get stalled, if they get stumped with a push, then like you're kind of fucked. Right, and if you're
Right.
going garage and your teammates flank, you need to start being like massive. You need to start like making some noise, right, and creating
Yep.
some pressure. Like your fade, she's doing a good job. Now you don't have much utility, but I would be not even opposed to you just like walking up here. But a little bit of a whiff.
Backside long, default.
Last player standing.
Oh, but yeah, I also want to flank here. I wouldn't have really went garage because it's like. At that point, it was like, what was the point of you really walking through A when
Walking
you have no
back, right.
utility on Jett? You might as well just go here, play the trade with the omen, take the duel, creates two people here, leaves the fade to hopefully not die. But
Right.
Mid-round, bro.
okay, start of the round, AFK. You know how I feel about that. Don't do it. Never good. Also,
I can tell you where
if
they're
nobody's farming the orb,
I think
feel free to just go like grab it, right?
No.
Like every
Yep.
round. Like previous round, if like you realized that they weren't coming A, like if you would have had fade eye, throw eye, and then you know you grab orb, you die there, you grab this orb, you have knives, right? So it's like
Right.
never be a straight. I don't know why you decide to just like. I mean, I guess he's holding it, and it's like that's like a really weird timing. He unpeaked, and this Reyna peaked. Actually, I'm fine with it. You thought this guy was still holding, he unpeaked, then you get traded, so I'm not too big. I don't care too much about it. You finally get an op in your hands, you decide, fuck it, let's op. I mean, so far this first, and this is the thing about Haven. So far, like the first like 5 rounds of this game haven't been terrible. I definitely think you could have had faster reactions to things, but
Yep.
like wasn't the worst, right? You definitely could have won things with like better mechanics. Hey yo, quick rule of
Yeah,
thumb.
no, I know.
Even with an op, never be scared to shoot the drone. Like, who cares? Right? It's like, this drone, bop. Like, it's dead. But good thing he fucking cancels it after he tags one person. I really like when Sovas do that too. Wait, why does he even drone that? I just realized that. Why doesn't he just dart it?
DK.
Oh my god, that's gonna go in the floor.
Oh my god, bro. They're just fucking running it down at you. What are they doing?
Flashing.
Oh, I'm down for this.
Hello.
Oh, go on him. Yeah!
What the fuck? Long.
Honestly, I respect it.
Coming back.
Almost got your time.
Getting a gun.
That was the last two.
I don't see boys. We're going B, possibly.
So your fade pushes up A.
Omen ults. Where?
He cancelled.
Planning A.
I knew it. Why'd we leave A? One B, one B.
Hold B.
So yeah, you're just gonna AFK here. And wow.
Walking through.
Okay, Omen walks through.
One
Short,
enemy
short, short, last,
remaining.
short, last.
Shorting it.
No charges left.
Alright. Honestly, whatever.
On this
He's
map
around.
here.
You didn't die. You were low HP.
Hard to forget the crispy chicken. I will say that.
Opping's weird, right? Remember, Opping's all about floating, creating pressure on the map, and always being unpredictable. So I'm fine with you switching positions here. I would have rather seen you C and like try to coordinate a play of a sense of like a play that will like win you map control, right? Don't get me wrong,
Yep.
just floating your op around the map is cool, but like saying, like telling your Raze, like especially if this is a team with like no flashes, like, hey Raze, push down mid, right? And then
Sure.
boom. That's like a much stronger play because you get map control out of it rather than the Raze just sitting in garage, right? Or like having somebody go C, like in.
Because we have a trip in there too as well. It's kind
Yeah.
of redundant. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
So it's more, opping is more about setting up your teammates to get map control and hoping they do the right thing, and that's why like opping is like whatever, right? Opping in
Yeah.
ranked is like interesting because it's like,
Careful, they're just shooting. Visible drone here.
you know,
It's too late, right?
Didn't see. Okay.
It's a shock dart coming in.
Nope. So long.
Yeah,
Whatever.
And it's dead.
Oh, that's funny.
bro, you fell asleep at the wheel, didn't you?
A little bit. Yep. Yeah, I said my
Rough,
brain lag, bro. Holy.
Spawn now.
Bro actually just fell asleep at the wheel. Pop knives here and get in.
Oh, shit. One long.
You beta cuck. Wait, why is there only one person there?
Wait, mid lurk.
Honestly, I'm so down for this.
Out, 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 out.
30 seconds left.
Walking towards
She's
you.
long, she's long, she's long.
Yeah, just run away.
One enemy remaining.
Last is A long.
Alright. Honestly,
Got her.
a little risky. I wouldn't have done that, but that's okay. She also fell asleep at the wheel, so it's all good.
Oh, and can you tell my
crouch a little
headshots to
bit.
start hitting?
You dot her. I can
She was.
respect it.
We were holding each other at that point. It was just a
Think
matter
about-
of who
think
peaked
about,
first,
Think about
if
what
anyone did.
you expect them to do, and you'll follow through.
Okay, if you're gonna peek this, fucking don't be a bitch about it. Just fucking swing into it, alright?
Okay. 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 I will.
Don't be a bitch about things when you're peeking things.
Okay.
Also here, you should just be having your fade rotate. I mean, unless you know they're committing somewhere, which I guess they are, because the pace of their play. But I would have just stayed on the long angle. And like,
Sure.
if like, when people die, okay. Your basic concept of when to rotate follows 3 rules, okay? 1, early rotation off of a guess. This is what I like to call the ranked rotation, right? That's what I like to call it. 2, rotating off of someone's death. That's like the most common version. And then 3, it's like rotating because I took the space from them. Right? You can't really do that with an op, but like that's when you push
Yeah.
through, right? So this is like a form of a rotation by you just slamming down their cocks, right? That's
Yep.
like a form of a rotation. You're rotating through their spawn essentially,
Right.
right? Rotating off of first audio cue, rotating off of someone's death. Those are like the kind of basic rules you follow. So it's like, especially when you have an op, you can either choose I want to rotate early, or I want to choose I'm gonna hold this line, right? Either's fine, but like doing this half-ass shit, or like, oh, you run away and then you come back. No, at this point you're giving up A. You're just gonna go op
Yeah.
somewhere else, right?
Yep.
But staying here is like a perfectly good play because you stay on this line and then they're kind of fucked if they come back A.
I'm gonna go
Right.
grab B, right?
Only. Jet B, Jet B, Jet B, Jet B.
Okay.
Planning.
One enemy
Planner
remaining.
dead. Planner dead.
Elo terrorist.
Only
I
mid.
played on an ult account and I stole that guy's elo.
Oh.
Right, right side.
Flawless.
Oh my god.
I was sheriff only, brimstone, no calming.
There was a. Did you see my comment onto your tweet about streamers that will just like essentially run it down in ranked?
Game are made out.
Yeah.
This is our
Dude,
Keep the
had that exactly happen to me on an Ascent game 3 days ago. Just
Yeah, I still try
massive
to win.
chatter.
I just don't talk.
Peek me, bitch.
I don't know.
I'm down. Yeah, you just hold this
God
and
damn
then
it,
you go
fucking
AFK.
C. What is he doing?
Just don't fall asleep. Alright, contact made. This is when you can make your choice. Nobody's really died yet though. So it's like, that's what I mean though. Do you notice how like all your rotations are always off of like first contact and stuff?
Yep.
You can
Yep.
walk up.
It's like, oh shit, first contact, I need to move. Like there's no reason for you to give up this angle. You're giving up this angle, right? You're giving up this line for the idea of, oh, I can rotate faster if I'm here. And then we're having to worry about 2 different angles at the same time and allowing that and then forcing your rotations on your team to be slower. So I'm not saying to
got
like
you.
never, but this is also the problem with opping and ranked is that like a lot of things just kind of fuck themselves, right? It's like,
Yep.
Oh my.
Timing.
Yeah, because now I have to go and retake this too.
Uh-oh.
And now they could be short, and now
Yeah, they
that's
could be
I guarantee
short, right.
that's in the back of your mind too, and you're like, well,
Yep.
now at this point he could be TPing A heaven, so you should like back yourself into a corner. Like you should be, because you don't know where his TP is, right? When you hear this, right? Your first
Mhm.
instinct should be, well, shit. All right. Like just don't expose
Commit.
yourself to A heaven.
Yeah.
Okay, they go C. Your teammates looks like they get a couple kills.
Last player standing.
Oh, fuck.
1v3 with an op. Look to see if somebody gives you a fight. If they don't give you a fight, then I would look to probably save it. Yeah, I'd sit here for like 5 seconds or something.
God.
I mean, yeah, you can go for it. I'm fine with it, but alright, you don't have a thought going in your head at the start of this round, brother.
Long
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. You gotta do something, right? Be active. Be try to win, right? This isn't the biggest thing that I also notice with a lot of people. I think this is like in general that people that get coaching is that like they just start like it's not that you're not trying to win, it's that like you're not like fully focused or dialed on I want to win this game. Like you're not in the state of like, bro, I want to improve so bad that like if I don't improve, I'm gonna feel like killing myself, right? Now obviously keep the mental health in check, right?
Yes.
But-
Yes. No, I know.
But like at the same time, it's like you need to be in the state of like I want to win, right? Not I want to win and it forming like a toxic ego, but I want to win of like every round I am trying my hardest, right? Of like
Yep.
what can I do to win this game, right?
Yep.
I don't do that either, by the way. So don't. It's
I
a
know
really hard
exactly what you're talking about,
mindset.
too.
It's a really hard mindset to get into,
Silver short, silver
but
short, silver short.
I know
okay.
exactly what you mean. I do.
yeah,
Right side, dead.
but
Nice.
it's just something you're gonna want to start doing because like. I mean, like at the start of like half the rounds, you're like, look where the fuck are you right now, right? This is what I mean. It's
Nowhere.
like you're
Right.
not in that state of like you're not in that competitive state of like I'm going to win us this game, right? You're
Right.
not being the person that's winning the game. And here's the thing about playing an agent like Jett Chamber Reina, you have to be the person that says I'm gonna
You
win
have
my
to-
team game.
Yeah, you have to be the one that makes the difference.
Yeah, you
And I
have
get,
to.
and I feel that a lot too when I don't. It's just like fuck. Like like there was an 11-13 game I almost sent you on a on
2 seconds.
I think it was a fracture or a bind game, and
Mhm.
I was watching through it, and there were straight up 3 rounds in which had I just fucking paid attention, there's a good chance that we could have been the difference maker to
Exactly.
win that game.
And that's the thing though. And that's like those 3 rounds. It's like you never know when.
Default tagged.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah.
like-
I whiffed. I just straight up whiffed on him.
Player
Yeah.
Not a good mechanical round at all.
There, and I did not land the shit I needed to land. That entirely was on me.
That's fine. I mean, it was a good play though. Like, but yeah. I mean, I can see like when you go into a lot of rounds, you're not in like I'm gonna win my team this. Like, I could easily like they're doing X, so I can do Y. You're in the state of
Yep.
like I exist, right? And I play, and I'm okay at the game, right? But that's not what we want, right? It's
Right.
just you need to get into this mindset of like you need to get in the mindset of I'm actually winning my team this game, like without fail. Right?
Yep.
So your mechanics need some work. Maybe play some Overwatch too, bro.
Been doing.
What the fuck, man? What is that? What is that, bro? Nice shot, man.
I had to clear it. What do you mean?
Raid Jack
And
gets to
declare.
be here within the next 3 weeks. I'll tell you in a second. I'm smoked off short. Can't push. Can't push.
Good comms. Cancel. I'm down for this. Just fucking run away, bro. Fuck it. Dash away. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Alright, I don't know about that. Clear angles properly, man. Alright. As much as I slow down. Reassess the situation. How do you win this? Right now, you're just running it down. This is what I mean, right? Is
Yep.
like, you're not in the state of I want to win. You're in the state of like, I'm getting better, kind of. Right?
Sort
Like,
of. Right.
Yeah, it's like you should know that like how do I win this fucking round? All right, I go garage. Right? Like going up front B is like and now your team's like split of like where you guys are going and you're one shot and like you're going to offer a 1v1 and then you're going to die and then it's going to put your team in a worse situation.
Yeah.
And like if you lose this round, you don't. But like you winning this round is, or winning versus losing this round was completely on you, and you made like the worst choice, right?
Worse choices. Okay.
I might fast out to 8.
Treat a game like your fucking mom's about to get fucking pumped with shotgun shells if you lose, bro. Don't actually. That'll stress you out. But
I might fast
But-
out to 8.
have something be on the line.
Yeah.
Like, more than just your elo. Have your pride be on the line. Say, because like, here's the thing. The reason why
I'm
people
writing it
do
down
this,
right there.
like,
Fuck.
yeah, this is what I mean, right? It's like,
Yeah.
this, you're like throwing away guns, you're risking chances of losing rounds, and there's like you could watch back your own VOD and see this yourself, right? I know you're
Right.
not an idiot. If you whiff mechanically, I don't care. If it's a mechanics issue, you can work on that day in, day out and eventually get better, right? You have gotten better mechanically. When I first fucking saw you, bro, you were like an AI, I swear to God. Like, you've gotten better mechanically, right? And this
Yeah.
this is like the thing, is like, these are mistakes that like you don't need a coach to fucking tell you this. You need a coach, like this is just something that you just need to be like, wake up, bro. Like, this is your wake up
Yeah.
call. It's time to get up. It's time to fucking put in the work. It's time to stop being a troll.
Oh, he's a
Right?
strike.
Because every round that you let yourself get away with trolling like this is another round that you just don't learn, another round that you just haven't progressed, that you're still the same player that you were yesterday.
Yep.
Right. And you may and don't get me wrong, there's times you can have fun. I do tell everyone they have one fucking green token to just troll, but we're at like fucking one green token, 3 yellow tokens, a fucking purple token. We're getting a little too far
We've
past the
already
green
redeemed
token.
too many.
Yeah,
Yep.
we've redeemed too many, and like, if this is like a common issue, and you said that like, oh, there was a game where it's like, if I just made the right choice 3 different times, like, if you make a wrong read, I don't care, right? That happens. Like, if you had a read for some reason, like whatever, but look at how close this round is,
Yeah.
and it's like, you know, you're cutting them close, and then you lose. And then you're like upset at the Rays, but like, this is all you. Like, this is completely you. This guy
Yeah.
would have never had a Spectre, would have never been in this situation.
Yep.
Brother.
I can tell you exactly. They got two
Roger.
heaven.
It's like, you know, this is your wake up call. Like, the second you start treating this game seriously is the second you'll be Immortal 1, Immortal 2, Immortal 3, right? The fuck,
Yep.
bro? Your hair just went into fucking anime mode. What is
I had
that?
to put it up. I had to put it. I was getting away.
But yeah, it's like,
Annoying.
you've already thrown 3 rounds of this game. You don't deserve to win this game anymore. If you win this game, like, they just suck. There's somebody trolling harder than you, right?
Yep.
You walked on mid, right?
I guess the big question you gotta ask yourself is like, are you okay staying where you are, right? If you are,
Absolutely.
and you enjoy this, then like, go for it by all means. It means it's fun, but you want to get better, you have to start taking your progress seriously. To me, it's like you're a person who goes to the gym once a week and eats McDonald's 4 times a week and says I'm working on it, right? It's like, no, you're not. Like, what
No,
you're
I'm
doing,
not.
what you're doing is giving yourself a little bit of pleasure of, hey, I improved this one game and then I threw these other 4. What the fuck is that guy doing? Honestly, that's whatever. I don't mind it.
Short.
And now it's like, now you're dialed in, but why weren't you dialed in from the start, right? Now you can see
Right.
it. You can see, like, if you go look back at your facial expressions, right? This game is like, now you can see, like, you're locked in. Like, now you want to win. But you only want to win when the game becomes, like, losable. It's like, what?
Why not earlier?
Right? It's like, you can even see by your reactions, like, you're more active, you're more attentive, you're more focused, right? And you're like, you're not calming as much, which is something you need to work on.
Corner dead.
But that's okay, right? That sort of stuff is whatever, because that's something you need to work on. But like, and now you're calming again. It's like, you should be calming. All right, I'm going out. I'm hitting A here. Like, I'm going out with your ult, right? Holding the
Yep.
cross. Can somebody hold my cross, right? There you go. Don't peek here. Stop. You're trolling. Just hold the cross, right? You should know this. Just hold the cross. No, yeah. Go a little bit farther to the right. A little bit farther. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Oh no. It's like, this is what I mean though. These are things that like you just need to do, and you need to be like on your ass about it, right? I fucked up this. I'm not saying to like, I'm a dipshit, but like, just make the right play that you know is the right play. You know where the cross is, right? You know what you are supposed to do, right? And if you want to go for something unpredictable, obviously playing the game perfectly isn't always good. But when you're in a 5v3, playing the cross isn't playing the game perfectly. That's common sense, right? I'm not I'm not asking you to go for perfect reads, to have perfect positioning, and expect your teammates to play perfect. Play reactive, make mistakes, right? That shit's gonna happen, right? Honestly, I like that. You go into the fucking thing. You played unpredictably. Now, you need to make a decision of like, do you guys actually want to hit this? Okay, we do. All right, then we fucking send it.
Got him.
I'm down for it.
No, he TP'd away.
No, I know, but Ray's ulted way
Tell your fucking teammate to shut the fuck up and stop blaming your teammates. I know he's your duo Q. Tell him to fuck himself. Alright, I like that we're dialed in. I like this attitude of ours. This is a way better. This is a fucking crispy chicken I wanna coach. This is a guy I wanna coach. I don't wanna coach that other guy that was for fun content creator, right?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm gonna do a sheriff only smokes to immortal. By the way, I'm actually
you
doing
actually?
that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I wasn't
And-
sure if you were trolling with that or not.
I'm going to, and I literally bought the account today, and I'm not kidding. Every game I play, maximum intensity. Like, no fucking
Maximum.
maximum intensity. But I'm also gonna be explaining my thought process 'cause for content, right? So it's like.
Yeah.
You gotta explain your thought process, you gotta have a little bit of fun, right? So I'm gonna have my green tokens, you know, once per half. I'm gonna give myself a green token once. But I'm telling you, I'm IGLing these fucking bronze silver players to fucking God knows hell. I'm winning them these games. Like, I'm gonna be the difference
This will be
maker.
something I'll tune into more frequently then. Holy shit.
It's not
That'll
gonna be on
fun.
stream. It's just gonna be YouTube
Oh,
content.
you're just doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, on YouTube. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm doing it for YouTube content, bro.
That's bad.
Twitch is like, dude, I don't want to. See, here's the thing. I don't want to be like, I don't mind doing it for YouTube content because one, I can make it educational, I can format it however I want, and then
Right.
two, like, I get to teach people things, and then three, right? I'm not like, I am advertising when I make the YouTube video, but I'm not like every day. I'm not influencing 2,000 people to go make a fucking alt account doing sheriff smokes only, right?
Right.
Like, in the YouTube videos, I am.
They see.
But also, I need money.
Too.
I need more money, so they can fuck themselves. So, and like if they're radiant and they want to fucking go do sheriff's smokes only do immortal, fucking do it. But yeah, I got the account. I haven't figured out a name for it. Aw, you fucking undialed. You undial. This is what I mean though. You undialing for 1 second costs you a trade. By the way, watch.
Ugh.
Like that.
Literally, I look away, bro. I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Like this is what I
God
mean
damn
though.
it.
It's like these moments of like lack of this break of concentration. That's what's gonna cost you the thing. And then all of a sudden you
Yeah.
panic because you like wanted to force a trade. No, reassess the situation. Right? We fucked up. Okay? I don't care. There's gonna be times where you break your concentration. You fucking go off into Low1n, right? That doesn't mean you're not trying to win. It's like here it's not that you're not trying to win. You just broke your concentration. Whatever. Shit happens, right? That'll come with time. But you're still dialed. I still see your determination to win on your face, right? That is cool, right? Okay. But now let's not be a dipshit, right? This is where your growth needs to come in. This is like something that you struggle with. Let's reassess the situation. There's a trip here. I can't just go through this, right? And if this was your genuine play and this is what you thought was right, then you should be reflecting afterwards. Oh shit, I probably shouldn't have tried to go through the fucking slow, right? Because NBK
Yeah.
Shatter fucking
Nope, I got.
is gonna shit on me, right? Like,
Yep.
what can I do to win this round, right? Wait for the slow. Maybe go take a duel somewhere else and try to win that duel, right? Also here, now it's like, you remember that concentration you've had, right? One, fucking mute text chat. We don't care about talking to them. Two, right? Why don't we throw our smoke here?
I don't know why I didn't throw the smoke.
Right? I mean, this is just something that you should be defaulting, right?
Yeah.
This is like,
I do default. I don't know why I just didn't throw it this round.
yeah. And,
I honestly don't know.
and this is what I mean. It's like, you want to know why? Look at your face, right? When you're here. You're not like tuned into the game. You're not focused. You're
Yeah.
typing to chat. You're not thinking, what can I do? Every fucking round, what can I do to win my team this game? Right? Don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake. I don't care about that. But every round, every game, I want to win. If you decide to troll once per half and you lose because of it, by all means, that's your green token. You're accepting that, right? If you want to do
Yep.
it once every other game, by all means, that's your green token. Go for it, right? But like, here's the thing though, is like if you really want elo and you really want that improvement, be hard on yourself. It's okay. Like, don't beat yourself up, but be hard on yourself. Those are two different things, right?
Yeah.
Don't-
No, I get what you mean.
Yeah. Imagine if you had Coach OD in your ear every game, fucking yelling at you, bro. What's the point of this ult going off, right? And like going with it if you don't wait for the fade to tell you where the people are. But then again, it's ranked, so I don't think that she would call them where the people are anyway. So whatever.
Valorant player discovers nature. Level
What's-
up.
What's nature?
Whoa.
Wait, you saying me there's like an outside?
I don't know. Maybe?
That's gotta be
What
fucking
Mom
false.
talks about.
That's gotta be false.
No shot.
You wanna go in the garage? Ask for a smoke window. These are things you don't think about. You don't ask for utility. Focus on it. Get better on it. Dial it in. Start asking for utility. People don't give you utility. I don't give a fuck, right?
Yep.
But like, I go into every game. I'm gonna ask for utility. I'm gonna think about what the enemies are gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, right? Stop
Yep.
giving. Basically, what I'm telling you is stop giving yourself the leeway. Stop giving. Honestly, fuck the green token. Stop having fun. I don't care. You want to improve? Fuck it. We don't care, right? It's like we want to
Yep.
improve. Be competitive. Dial in, right? That's what I want to see from you. And I want to see how it changes like your view of the game over the next 2 weeks, right? Like,
Yep.
as much as I am for having fun, right?
Oh,
I think with you, it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, you like to have fun, but I think you need that push of like, you need to be serious with yourself, right?
Yep.
Like, dude, if you did this 1 bench 1 pound, if you fucking did what this fucker did, right? And I was watching you, if the next VOD you submit to me, you run a 2v1 and you do this, I'm just turning off the VOD right there, by the way. Like, don't do this, right?
Yep.
Oh my
Unless you think you had some sort of timing or something, but you're just trolling, right? It's a 2v1, like you should know that, right? If you would have instinctually went to go play around this guy, I would have been like, whatever, right? If you thought he was peeking and you guys decided to peek it together, all right, that's fine, right? But like, I'd be yelling at my teammate, yo, fucking play together, wait for me, I'm gonna fucking swing with you, right? Like,
Yep.
whatever, let's go play long, let's do X, let's do Y, right? But
Right.
But yeah, if the next VOD you submit to me, I see you fucking in a 1v2, wide swinging into fucking Narnia,
We get next three.
It's over.
I'll be disappointed. I'll be fairly disappointed, right? I want to see you take this seriously, right?
Yep.
I want to see you be competitive.
No, just wait for your butt.
Yeah, no, that guy's fucking trolling.
Just wait for your butt.
No, I would have said the same thing.
What's he doing?
All right, reassess the situation. How do we win this round, right? Do we still go here?
mid.
This is really, I mean, I'm fucking down for it. If this is your play, fuck it. Now-
CT in heaven.
Honestly, fucking double up draft into heaven. Go for the kill.
You gotta hold that.
All right, that's fine. You don't have to do that.
Two heaven.
Gotta say. I mean, there's a good chance I'm gonna get fucking pwned the moment I show my head up there.
Oh no, we're whiffing. That's okay though. Yeah.
Remaining.
No, dropped out.
Standing.
Okay, well, reassess the situation. Can I tuck and reload here? Probably. Right? Get your kill. Jiggle. Nothing here. Reassess the situation. This is what I mean, right? You need to start doing this.
Yep.
Reassess the
Yep.
situation. I don't know where the fuck this guy is. I think he was heaven maybe. I don't know where the fuck he was. Alright, maybe I have time to reload, right? Maybe that's what you do. Maybe whatever.
Yep.
Calm to your teammate. Peek off me. Fucking hold my heaven drop, right? A bunch of different things that
Right.
this person can do. That's right, he wins around. But yeah, at this point you're locked, like you're dialed. See, like this is what I mean though. So if you make a play like this, right? 5v3, you're like, fuck, we need to win this round. You know what? I think I can take this site, right? If that's what your thought process is, I'm all for it.
She's running.
Right? To you, when I coach you, I think it's more of a mental. I think I've talked to you a lot about map control. I've talked to you about those sort of things. You've thought about those sort of things, but just
Yep.
implement it. Just think about it every single round, one round at a time, one game at a time. It's By the
Yep.
way, when you start doing this, you're gonna be mentally fucking exhausted. I'm just gonna let you
I
know.
know.
When you're dialed in, it takes a lot out of somebody. God, honestly, one bench,
Still
1
hit,
pound.
do it, stop. Fuck, no, bro. Oh.
Standing.
That guy got fucking shit on. I'm gonna be honest though.
If you did
Is that your mom?
Yeah,
Tell mom I say hi.
I will. I'm actually seeing her in a little bit, so I will.
All right. Just be like, this coach, this guy that's helping me get better at the game. He said hi.
Orange is fine. Right or orange. At main.
This I can excuse a distraction. Shit happens. Can't yell at mom. Mom's OP.
Cannot. She was showing me her new business cards, actually. That's why.
Okay, then I can respect it. As long as it's mom, that's a distraction. Ah, dude, that's a mom buff right there. That's a mom buff.
It's like, I was so confused when that happened.
Bro, I would have been confused too. Don't you fucking ever peek this in your, for the love of God. You bitch. Honestly,
Oh, I almost got the transfer.
all good. Honestly, you did it with a blind. I'm not as upset about it.
They both so stupid.
I'm just full smoking for us here.
Yeah, this game should have been over at like 13-6, by the way. If you were dialed in this game, 13-6, maybe 13-7.
I'm not gonna smoke your
Like, this is-
because I'm just full.
Like, dude, you have the knowledge and you have the shit, right? Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
That's
this is,
something. So the reason why also I was thinking about this too, and the reason why I also wanted to put more
One more garage.
sessions in at the same time was like, so me and my brother both me and my brother both do competitive things. He's a basketball player like through and through, and I do this. And I
Garage CT, garage CT.
realize that like right now, as obviously talking to you and what you just told me as well, is like I fucking suck at just keeping myself fucking accountable and
Yeah.
like making sure I'm like disciplined in the fact that hey, I should be doing this and I should be doing this and I need that fucking drive and I
Like imagine I fucking woke up and I just decided,
working on it.
nah, I'm not coaching Low1 today, right? Like, what kind of fucking mentality would that be, right? But I mean,
Right.
overall, I mean, like, you as a player, I think the biggest thing is like your competitive drive, right? It's to me when I watched you play, it wasn't terrible. Like, yeah, you fucked up your rotations a little bit, right? Like your rotations weren't the best. You can work on those, but like for the most part, it was pretty standard gameplay. Right? You don't talk to your teammates enough, right? That is something,
Yep.
right? Those are things that you lack in. You know, you don't communicate enough, right? I mean, you do have good communication. For a ranked player, your communication is really fucking good, by the way. That's for a ranked player though, right? We're trying to be the
Yeah.
best, so
Yep.
you just need to dial, right? Do it.
Dial.
Play 100 games. Come back to me, right? 100 games, whatever it is, right?
I'm gonna be. I had to push. By the way, I did have to push. I might even push the next session that we have scheduled, which is like in like a week and a half or so, because I'm gonna be away for like a week where I won't be
Yeah.
able to play. So I don't want a lot of that stuff to just kind of fizzle out.
Yeah.
Or to it just be for not just for me
okay.
to go away.
Write yourself a sticky note. Like actually get a fucking sticky note. Put it on the
Yep.
corner of your. Do you have 2 monitors?
I have 3.
Okay, put it on the corner of the monitor, the second monitor, the one you look at the most, the one that you use the most that isn't the game, and just
Yep.
say dial the fuck in, right? And that's it, right? And
You
here's
wanna-
the thing. Here's the thing.
You want to see something?
Yeah, sure. Show me.
I actually have. There was an instance where oh shit, I'm fucking wait.